Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Ricky Warwick here from Black Star Riders, and you are watching CMS TV.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh!
And a happy Monday. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, sir. How are we?
I am, all right. I'm good. I'm like, I don't know what I am actually. It's a Monday,
It is Monday.
and I had like 3 days off of work. I had like a nice long weekend, and so when you go back to work the first day, you're kind of like, what work? Why do I want to do this?
Well, and add into that, everything's brand new for you today, too. That doesn't.
Today
help
was a
either.
brand new day at the office.
That's right. What time did you
got
get in?
there, huh?
What time did you go in?
I got there around 7:30ish.
Earlier than normal, or normal?
Earlier,
Okay.
earlier than normal.
Sure.
But that's gonna go away like to tomorrow. That's over with. Usually I'm like still sitting there checking my pulse to see if I can go to work at 7:30
Sure.
or deciding whether do I really want to do this. But today was,
I'm sick.
it's funny. I actually called my boss the other day on Thursday night.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, Friday there's nothing for me to do because we hadn't started the new show yet, and Jake was not going to be in till later or whatever. And I was like, what am I going to do? I'm going to literally sit there and steal money. And so I decided I don't want to steal from my corporation.
Sure.
So I called my boss. I was like, dude, I need to use a sick day tomorrow. I'm sorry. There's nothing for me to do. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to stare at a computer. I might look up porn. So it's better for me just to be at home.
Sure.
And he's like, go ahead.
He's like, whatever.
I was like, okay, thank you, Lord. I am going to take the day off. And it was a good, solid weekend with the wife, hanging out, enjoying ourselves. And it was good.
Well, that's good.
And now this weekend, we're talking about going to, we decided we don't really want to buy each other gifts this year for Christmas.
Mhm. Sure.
So we're going to take a weekend and go to Amish Town.
Okay.
Amish country, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a hotel room in like Berlin, Ohio or something like that. And then we're just going to buy some shit while out there. Most likely I'll buy some more cookware. Amish cookware.
Made out of wood.
It'll be a wood pan, a wood bowl, a wood spoon. But it'll be pretty. It'll be nice. It'll probably
Some
cost
nice
you double.
wool clothing for you.
Yeah, it'll all cost double what it would cost at like Walmart or something.
Well, maybe they'll have a pirate leg for you or something.
Maybe.
Because I can't imagine that they use the steel ones for.
Yeah, maybe they could just carve me a leg.
Yeah, and I'm sure they probably do. I'll bet you they do carve themselves a leg.
Well, I don't know if that would be really beneficial for me, though.
Why not?
Well, I don't know how that works. I've never walked on a peg leg.
Well, their barns work better than ours, so why wouldn't their legs?
Okay, well, I have a size 14 shoe on this foot. So, I mean, it helps me stabilize a little bit. I'm not sure that walking on a peg would be easier.
They shoe horses. They could hook you up.
Maybe they could do something. Big fat horse.
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't a bad weekend. How about you?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I did what I always do. CMS on Saturday night. I had to stay up late and watch the end of the Crunch game, and then do some Crunch stuff after the CMS. So I was up till 5 or 6 in the morning doing that. But yeah, other than that, not much. I just kind of doing my shit, really.
You had to talk me off the ledge on Friday night.
Yeah, a little bit, but dude, I do that with everybody all the time. That seems to be my function. Keeping everybody fucking from killing themselves.
Well, because we know that you're not like that. We know that you'll actually tell the truth.
Well, yeah.
Like if you're being a douche or a dick, that you're going to say something.
Sure. See, I'm going to fool y'all. I'll be the one to commit suicide. You'll all have to figure out what to tell each other.
But seriously, I mean, I know that if I call you for advice on something,
sure,
you're going to be honest. You're going to say, Seth, you're acting like a fucking ass. Shut up and go home.
Yeah. Dude, there's nothing worse than when you call somebody to get legitimate advice and they don't give it to you.
Right.
That's the worst.
But most people want you to call for advice and hear hey, don't worry, you're doing everything just right. Everything's fine.
What? Whatever you think
you're
is best,
it.
buddy. Yeah.
And that's what normal people expect to hear from somebody when they call. I call you, it's like, dude, the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
Why act that way? Shut up.
Yeah. Suck it up and let's go.
Well, that's kind of right. Okay. Yeah. I could see. A good slap in the face is, maybe sometimes good. I see what people want to talk about. Coming up on the show, we're going to have Jake Underwood, the new host.
Yes.
9 to noon on WHK 1420 in the morning.
Yes. Has a new little sign, Jake Underwood Show. I saw all that today.
50, huh?
Yeah. Look at that. You guys are all official and shit.
I am of course, the producer for said show. And then coming up at 5:15, we are going to be talking to Tony Masaccio.
Who is that?
Our roving restaurant reporter, who might not be at a restaurant, but we still love him. But we haven't talked to him in forever.
Yeah, it seems like the last time we talked to him, it was snowing. That's how long ago it was.
He got trapped inside of a food truck somewhere on the west side, and we haven't seen him since then.
Morris driving him around every day.
So we will have Tony on a little bit later and Jake Underwood. So people obviously are nonstop talking about the Browns already on the stupid screen. And I'm telling you right now, did you watch that game?
I did, sure.
Kevin Stefanski should have been fired after the game. Immediately should have been taken into the locker room and then kicked out of the building.
Well, right behind Bubba Ventrone.
Why?
Because the special teams were awful again.
I agree with that. I mean, the entire staff should have been gone yesterday after the game. Defense
we lost because of special teams, and we lost because of what's the guy's name now? Tommy Reese. Tommy Reese making that fucking terrible play call at the end of the game, taking Shadeur out of the game, and Stefanski going with it.
And on top of it, look, you were down 2 touchdowns, right? You get 1. You go for 2 for whatever reason at that time.
Yeah.
Before you even had the second one.
Made no
Just
sense.
kick the fucking field goal.
Yes.
Now you're down by 7. When you get the next touchdown, if you want to try to win it, go for the 2. You want to try to tie it up and go to overtime, you're still a better team. Kick the fucking field goal and go into overtime.
Yeah.
But this douche decides to go for 2 the first time and blows it. And then the worst call in the history of calls on the 2-point conversion at the end of the game.
Yeah. The only good thing out of that last play was, I don't know if you heard Shadeur at the podium just absolutely light up Tony Grossi over it.
I did not. Is that somewhere? Can we hear that or
I'll
no?
find that real quick. He fucking lit up Tony Grossi.
Hey, you. Why are you watching this with commercials? Go commercial-free and unlock exclusive content. Become a VIP today on Locals, Substack, or Rumble Premium. Stop waiting.
Because Grossi asked him about, did you guys try that play in practice? And he goes, no, we never practiced it. We just went for it right during the game.
Although I'll tell you right now, I think Stefanski just hates Shadeur Sanders, man. I mean, that kid played actually a pretty damn good football game yesterday.
He played pretty decent yesterday.
And then you're sticking a running back in the backfield for the stupid Wildcat who then he misses a pitch, and then he throws the ball across the entire field to somebody who knows who he was even throwing to. I mean, it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was a bad it was definitely a bad call. I mean, and Stefanski for the last 5 years or whatever it has been bad at calls, at in-game calls. I'm
watching that stupid thing, and the play alone made me angry. Forget about the fact that they screwed it up.
Yeah, it was a dumb play. It was a dumb. You just scored a touchdown. You have all the momentum with this kid, and you take him out. That's just dumb. If nothing else, RPO that shit and throw the ball when the defense comes after him because he has all the attention on him. But
I like the hat there.
Yeah. All right, here's Shadeur just busting on Tony Grossi.
If I'm out there any play, I would always have the ball in my hand, but that's not what football is. Sometimes you got to run the ball. Sometimes you got to kick a field goal. Everything. That's the game. That's the most important thing is the ball. So in any situation, of course you would want to, but I know we practiced something and we executed it in practice, and we just didn't seem to this day. So I would never go against kind of like what the call was or anything.
Did it work in practice?
No, we just called it in the game and it didn't work in practice.
I don't care what anybody says. I like this kid.
That was the best thing he's ever done right there. That was awesome.
Just fucking stomped on Tony Grossi's face. That's funny.
That was really good. And tell Jim to go fuck himself or I'm going to ban him from the show.
Why? What
Go
did
Indiana.
he do? What did Indiana do?
They beat Ohio State.
Oh, did they?
Now, I mean, come on. One, who cares? The Big Ten championship doesn't mean shit because you got the playoffs coming up. And Ohio State, by the way, improved their situation, still getting a bye, but improved their situation on what's going to happen when they play whoever wins the first round. So, actually, it worked out best for Ohio State. Now, I wouldn't be happy to be the kicker who blew the game-tying field goal, but, it is what it is. I guarantee you, Jim, things will be different in the finals of the playoffs when Ohio State kicks the shit out of Indiana.
You're talking a language I cannot speak.
Come on, man. Why would you not watch college football? Especially
I hate college football.
Big
I
Ten.
don't watch it. I don't watch college football. It's not my thing.
So you'd rather watch shitty Browns than Ohio State?
Yes.
Why?
Because I didn't go to Ohio State, so
Neither
what do
did
I
I.
care? I don't give a damn. I went to Central Texas College. If anything, I'm going to root for them, and I don't even think they have a football team. I know one thing. I didn't hear a whole lot of your show this morning, but I did enjoy hearing Jake right from the jump, starting off slapping you about that shit-ass stadium. I really enjoyed that.
Okay. Well, we didn't get into the discussion where I will have all the proof I need to tell him he's wrong.
Well, here,
'cause
tell him
he
now.
is wrong.
Tell him
He's
now.
an absolute disgusting pig to think that we shouldn't have a new state. Oh, what's up?
Hey,
Welcome to the show, Jake Underwood. I didn't even know he was there.
Here I am.
Fantastic.
How's it going?
Hey, Jake.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Good. How are you, man?
All right. I feel good.
I was going to say, you're probably having a more exciting day than me.
Yeah. No, it was. I mean, yeah. It's just, man. It's so cool. It's so funny, And I've talked about it with Seth. I did not think I was going to get back into broadcasting. I thought for sure the last thing I was going to do. So I did I did a campaign show for the Kennedy campaign called We the People, and the whole purpose was to get it on, to get Mr. Kennedy on the ballot. And that was at News Talk 790 KABC. They're in LA. And that just so happened to be a Salem station, which is crazy. And not to go Trumpian, but we killed it in the ratings. We had the second highest retention rate in Los Angeles, okay? The second highest behind Ryan Seacrest. It was a big deal. Everybody loved it. And we got him on the ballot. And I thought for sure I was done with radio. And then, you know, it's incredible the way that life works, and to be able to be on there with Seth and to have, you know, but the best, he is the best producer in the city of Cleveland. To have him as the producer, it's really a dream come true to be back on air in my hometown.
Sure. Well, what pulls you
wait a
into
second.
it?
He said something really nice about me.
I know. That's why I'm cruising right past that. I'm not letting you have accolades, please. But seriously, Jake, what you know? I mean, you know as well as I do. You've been busy in the world of politics. Now getting into this world, this is kind of the dangerous world for what you do. You know, because now every opinion is going to be scrutinized. Where before you could kind of keep it to your professional life, but now with a lot of hours, you're going to be expanding what people know. What brings you into it, and are you excited about that, or are you nervous about that?
I'm excited about it. So what brought me into it, like I said, I didn't think I was going to get back into broadcasting, and then Charlie Kirk got shot, and I received a lot of phone calls from a lot of different people, probably about 50 people that week, and they told me, hey, you know, you need to get back into broadcasting. You know, you've always been about hearing both sides and trying to find the common ground, and we need that now more than ever. I'm like, I don't think so. And I received calls from all over the country asking me if I want to do shows. And now the whole reason I hate it as much as I love to travel, I hated being on the road. And I'm not leaving Ohio. I love Ohio. I'm from here. This is where I'm from. And the whole time, and you can ask anybody I worked with on the Kennedy campaign, the entire time it was, I'm learning what I could do so I could take it back home and make it better there. And so, I got the right phone call, and they asked if I'd be interested in a show, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then I got a call asking, hey, are you ready to do this? And I said, yeah. And then everything that happened, I found out hours before everybody else found out, and I was offered a job, and I took it, and we're on our way, and we're rolling.
So we didn't really introduce you. Jake Underwood is now the host of 9 to Noon on WHK 1420. Took over for Bob Frantz. Again, that was unexpected. Sad. I love Bob. Bob has been nothing but good to me, and I've known Bob for 20 years, and so there's no ill will that I hope on my part. There's definitely not.
Well, no, Seth, real quick, we said it on the show today too. We both respect the hell out of Bob, and he's a staple in the area, and it's above my pay grade. Those decisions that were made.
There was no job opening that Jake applied for and said, hey, I want that. And so, any ill will to him or to me online is completely unwarranted, because we had nothing to do with anything. We're, guys doing a show, and, Jake deserves it. He's worked hard, and there's a lot of political background, a lot of different things. And so you've earned a job. And so I think it's going to be fun, though. I mean, we had a fun first show today. I enjoyed it. The listeners seem to enjoy it. Chris is not really highbrow enough to listen to a show like yours, but he'll learn. And then what
I said, everyone is welcome. Whoever wants to listen.
No, Chris is not welcome, because he's supposed to be my friend and does not agree with me on the stadium issue.
Well, I'm right on that.
Common sense is common sense, Seth. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I'm getting paid to deal with your nonsense, and but it is what it is. And
I hope when you and I eventually talk about that, I hope they don't think that it's something against Brook Park, because it's not. I understand why Brook Park wants to do it. To me, it's just the wasted money from the state that I'm
Brook Park is one of my favorite areas of all time growing up, dude. Like, Brook Park used to be the center of every strip joint and hooker that you could possibly have. And I could tell you stories for days of my experiences on Brook Park Road, in Brook Park, city of Brook Park. It's a fantastic place. I love it. Whoever the mayor was back then should get in charge again, because now they cleaned it up to the point where I don't want to go there.
Man.
So the only thing I will go there for now is a Browns game.
It ain't like it used to be, huh, Seth?
No.
No.
I remember when I was 18 years old, I went to a bar called Illusions, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think you were twinkling in your parents' eyes yet, dude. And so I go to this place.
I would not have been.
Huh?
I would not have been. Go on.
No. And so I go there. It's a 21 club, but I just walked in. They didn't check my ID or anything like that. And I sit down. This really cute girl, stripper girl, comes and sits down next to me.
This episode of the CMS Network is brought to you by our sponsor, Blackout Coffee. If you are a coffee lover, you will love when they are selling over at Blackout Coffee. Make sure you get yourself some. The only thing woke about this company is the drinker of the coffee, because it gives you quite a jolt. I am a personal fan of the Brutal Awakening Dark Roast, but everybody's a little bit different. Make sure you get what is your favorite today. Go to blackoutcoffee.com. Use the promo code CHRIA20 to save 20% on your first order. It's that simple. So one more time, blackoutcoffee.com. That is the link, or use the full link if you give a shop around that is scrolling on the bottom, and get yourself some of the best coffee that is out there today. blackoutcoffee.com.
And she's like, "You want to buy me a drink?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I do."
And she started rubbing your leg. And she
of course, you get hand on my thigh.
A lot of cash, and she knew she was in.
And so, she goes, the waitress comes over, "What can I get you?" I'm like, "I'll just take a Diet Coke." And the girl orders a spritzer. I have no idea what a spritzer is. I'm like, "I get her a spritzer." Hell yeah, I get her a spritzer. And the waitress comes back. She goes, "That'll be $100, $108." I was like,
Oh,
excuse me, $100 and what dollars? The $8 was my Diet Coke. The $100 was the spritzer. So I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do here." So I went to the bank machine in the front of the building.
you should have just kept going.
Yeah, no, dude, it was hot. And so I got like $120 out so I could tip. And I tipped the girl. I got the drinks and everything. We're sitting there, and she's drinking a drink. We're talking, and then she goes, "Are you ready now?" I was like, "For what?" And then she slowly just gets down underneath the table that we're having our drinks at, and starts doing her thing.
Yeah, she was
She's earning her spritzer.
Wow,
A different spritzer.
that's something there.
But that was Brook Park Road back in the day. Now we're gonna have a shiny new brown stadium.
I guess we are. Yeah.
See?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you think about getting screwed, you think about the Browns. That's for sure.
That's fair. Yeah,
And Jake, yesterday the Browns looked fantastic, except for the coach.
I listen. I think Shadeur Sanders has done enough that you give him the rest of the season and you see how he plays.
I think they announced that this morning, actually, that they did. They gave him the rest of the season.
So the analytics lined up. Listen, so a lot of people don't know this. Kevin Stefanski's agent is the same agent as Dylan Gabriel. So connect the dots where you will.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
There's
now
no way they can't have him out there, though.
Right. Like so now the agent go around and go, "Well, Dylan Gabriel is one of my clients, and look what we did there in Cleveland. We got him some playing time." Like
Right.
that's all it is. That's all they do now. That's it.
Well, and how do you sit Shadeur? I mean, Shadeur did not play great yesterday, no matter what they're telling you. He didn't play great, but he played good enough. He's throwing the ball downfield, even if he's not connecting them. At least he's opening the offense up a little bit, and that's what we need.
Well,
And he'll get
well
better.
enough to win the game.
Yeah.
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 So what can people expect from your new show here?
Well, I mean, mostly like I said earlier, everybody. I kept hearing that we lost our voice, and I'm never going to claim to be your voice, but I'm going to give you the platform for you to voice your opinion and voice what you feel you need to say. Don't ever give anybody your voice. That's so silly to me. Like we've done that with politics, and well, so and so's the voice. No, they're not. You're your own voice. Nobody's going to explain what you need better than you. Don't expect somebody else to do it, and then sit there and complain about the way that the system screwed you over when you're not voicing anything. That's on you. That's not on anybody else. So you can expect honesty. You can expect balanced, and when I say balanced, I mean Democrats can call in. I firmly believe. And socialists, Democrats, so whatever you are, call in. I want to hear from you, and we're going to interview those people, because until we understand the way that the people think, we can't change their mind. There's not going to be any door open, and we lose all humanity when we stop talking to each other. So the moment we start talking to each other, maybe we could find common ground, because I genuinely believe we all want the same things. We just have different ways of getting there. And if we start talking to one another, we have the conversations, we're going to figure out the way to get there. It's just somebody's got to start the conversation. That's it. You know, everybody wants to sit here and say, do it like Charlie. We got to be like Charlie. But when it comes time to do it, nobody wants to do it like Charlie. Well, on the Jake Underwood Show, Seth and I are going to do it like Charlie, and we're going to open up that door to communication.
One of the things you said this morning, Jake, was about that you're going to dive a lot more into local political arena. See, I did listen, Seth, you jackass. But
30 minutes.
But what does that entail for you? Is that going to be only local Cleveland politics, or if there's something big going on in Akron or Canton or Euclid or whatever, will you cover all of that?
All of the above. So if there's something big going on, you know, when I worked down the dial, when I was at News Radio, WTAM 1100, the only time we would talk about things in Akron is when it was something ridiculous, like when the shooting happened, and you know, Bobby Ticello's walking around trying to get every interview that he can. And the issue is, and this is what's been going on, and it's really a big pet peeve of mine, is when you turn on the news, all you hear is MAGA's winning. We're winning. We're winning. And then you look at your city council and it's 7-1 Democrat. You look at your school board and it's 6-2 Democrat. And you're looking at what your kids are bringing home, or you're looking at what your friends' kids are bringing home, and you're going, what the hell is this? This doesn't make any sense. Why are they reading these types of books? Why are they reading this propaganda? And you realize it's because you've heard that all you're doing is winning. So then people get complacent. They don't show up at the polls. And then when you have what happened last month, we have to pay attention locally. I firmly believe, and I will always have faith in people. And that might be my downfall. I don't know. But I will always believe in people, and we can make government moral again. But it doesn't start at the federal level. It starts here at home. And we make sure, even if they're Democrats, if they're just good people, elect them. Get them in office. You know, if you live in a place like, you know, if you live in Cuyahoga County, unless you're Strongsville or Parma, you're probably not going to get a Republican in. So you look for a Democrat who has morals, and you talk to them and you ask them questions, because whether you like it or not, they're going to represent you. Like in Lakewood, they're going to represent, more than likely, you're going to have a Democrat representing you. So you need to talk to them. You need to understand where they stand on these issues, and then start that line of communication. And maybe you'll find somewhere that you have common ground, and then you could start to build up. And if you do that and you have a civil conversation, they're going to listen to you. They're always going to listen to you. And I didn't believe that 4 years ago, but I watched it on the campaign trail. Bobby Kennedy was running as a Democrat, and we had more Republicans at his rallies than anything else. And they're going, well, not only are we here to see a Kennedy because, you know, he's Bobby's kid, but he's a smart guy. We like what he has to say. Now, this is a guy whose family founded the Democrat Party, and he's not a Republican by any means. And I never claimed that he was, even though he's working with the Trump administration. But he is an independent. If he's anything, he's libertarian, but he'll never admit that. But those conversations get started, and you start. I mean, think about a year ago, we weren't talking about health the way that we are now. And that conversation was started because two people who don't necessarily agree on a lot of things agreed. They found one thing they had in common, and they worked together. And now we see the studies coming out. We see the different things that we could do when we work together.
Sure.
See, this is what kills me about my life, Chris, Jake.
Okay.
Mainly to Chris. I am, Jake is 33 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I am his senior by
33 years.
No, by 16 years. He's here on the show wearing a nice suit, tie, talking about politics and all this kind of stuff, and acting mature. I'm here talking about getting my dick sucked underneath the table at a strip club. I'm wearing my second sweatshirt of the day because I spilled chocolate and Coke on it when I got home from work.
I was wondering what happened to the SpongeBob sweat, the hoodie.
Yes, and so I'm on my second sweatshirt of the day because I'm a pig and disgusting. I get, again, my stories about strip clubs. He's on here talking about his time with the Kennedy campaign and how he has a hosting job. And I'm doing this show where I just thank the good Lord that Cody gave us a nice donation on Venmo. So this is my life.
Wait. The Venmo at Seth Williams 32.
Yes.
Okay, that's the Venmo.
Feel free to, huh? Yeah.
Oh.
See, I have to beg for money because my check doesn't cash as big as yours at the radio station.
Listen, this is what I'm going to say to the people listening. I want Seth to have live reads. I want Seth to have commercials with his voice on it.
Your daily metal fix is on Rumble. Watch the classic Metal Show episodes free or go commercial free with a premium subscription. Find your classic metal show now at rumble.com/c/CMS, rumble.com/c/CMS.
And I want to make it known, not once am I going to tell Seth not to talk. He knows he is more than welcome to talk. I don't care what the people above us have to say about it. I will always have his back. And I tell him, if I say something you disagree with, come at me. What I've told Seth is I want the Triv Show Seth. That is the Seth that we all love. That's the Seth that we want. So I don't ever want you to think, and I'm saying it publicly, Seth, if anybody has a problem with it, show them this clip. I don't care. I want the Triv Show Seth, and I know it's in there and it's itching to get out, and we're gonna have that. And when we do, we're gonna have good back and forths, and that's what I want. Because while, like I said today, I'm 90% conservative, and I am, but there's that 10%, and I know Seth and I disagree on some things, but ultimately we'd end up voting for the same guy every single time. I'd vote for Trump again. If let's say hypothetically he gets, we could get the third term of Trump, I would vote for him again. But are we willing to deal with Obama versus Trump? Because that's what would happen.
Yeah.
That's the only issue there.
Is that we might get stuck with 3 years, 3 terms of that.
Well,
I was definitely
4. No.
Yeah.
I was definitely being a little bit cautious today on the show.
I know you were.
I don't want to overstep my bounds.
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, I'm the guy literally who, before I came on here to do the show today, called Carmen Angelo, and he beat me last night in fantasy by 1 point. And he picked up the phone and he said, hello. And I said, I know one thing I want to tell you. You can suck my sweaty, bloody, hairy stump of a leg. And then hung up on him. That's me. Jake has so much class and he's just so much better at life than I am. It's really making me sad. Question for Jake. Somebody wants to know, who killed Charlie Kirk? Do you believe the official government answer?
I don't know yet. I need okay. I worked with Charlie, so it's been hard for me to look at this stuff. I'll be completely honest. It's been hard for me to look at it and do a deep dive. The same way that I don't look at the Kennedy stuff the same since knowing Bobby. It's hard for me to really do a deep dive on it because a lot of these people that the rumors are flying around about, I've met before. So for instance, the big one's Pastor McCoy. That's the one people are throwing. I know people that were full-blown heroin addicts 15, 20 years ago that Pastor McCoy saved. And they're alive today, and they're great people today because he did everything he could to save them. So I have to, because I will have to remove that from my mindset and look at it objectively. And, we got a notification. And I'll have to look at it objectively. And I can't do that yet. I'm almost there. But listen, Candace Owens, and I'm assuming that's what they're asking about because Candace Owens is saying a lot of stuff. I don't know. The thing with Candace is every other week it's a different thing. And I think that Candace Owens is hurt because she's lost a friend in a very horrific way. And I don't know, man. It's the problem is 9/11 happened 24 years ago, and whether people want to believe it or not, there's questions around that, especially with everything that's come out. We still don't know who killed JFK. There's rumors that John Wilkes Booth died in 1910. So we'll never know the truth. That's the issue with it. But long story short, I haven't done the deep dive yet into all of the evidence, but I'm almost there. Right now that's what I believe because that's what I heard. I watched the press conference, but
there's also breaking news that should be discussed tomorrow morning on the show. Jasmine Crockett is officially running for Senate.
Oh boy.
Yes. Now I know who I can vote for.
Seth's moving to Texas.
I am.
He's excited.
You can move to her next door neighbor to her. She ain't winning. Forget
No.
it. I don't know how she got in the first time. The only thing that scares me about Jasmine Crockett is that AOC keeps winning because it just proves that stupid will elect stupid.
But they'll win in the House. They won't win as a senator.
Yeah.
That's yeah. You'll have a stupid House rep. I mean, who's a stupid senator? I'm trying to think off the top of my head that like you look at and you're like, how did they get there?
Yeah, there's really not.
Even because Elizabeth Warren, she's a senator, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but you can at least look at her and be like, I get it, I understand. Where with AOC, I don't know that AOC would win if she ran for Senate.
Ask Jake if he believes that there's a bunch of CIA and Mossad operatives in it.
In what? The Charlie Kirk thing?
Yeah.
Who's asking this?
Cody.
Who's
Cody MacArthur.
Oh, hello, Cody.
Also donated a lot of money to us, so thank you, Cody.
Whatever you say, Cody, I agree. No, no. Listen, when it comes to that, I don't know because there's I won't say no because I know that there's a lot of evidence that points to that. Like I said, I haven't looked at it yet. But I know based on evidence that there's enough there to say that it's plausible. That'll be my answer there.
Is Candace Owens just grifting? She's found the niche that's making her popularity rise, and she's running with it.
She's also an anti-Semite.
Theory. That's my theory. Is she's running with what's working?
There, you listen. Well, I'll tell you. There's somebody that she's connected with Maha, and I won't say names. But if you watch her channel, you know who I'm talking about. And he claimed to be this giant employee on the Kennedy campaign, and I never heard of him. And he claimed to be in on everything. And listen, grifters. I had never seen so many grifters in my life than on a presidential campaign. It was insane. I mean, for so much money, so much money. It's an insane amount of money was lost to these people. And they talked a good game. I dealt with them for a little bit at Maha when I was doing the legislation stuff there. I mean, they come in and they promise you everything and you throw money at them and then nothing happens. And you're like, what the hell happened? We had, okay. All right. Thank you. And they tried with Maha, but I mean, lesson was learned from me with the campaign, but
Cody said he was talking about the Epstein list.
Oh, Epstein. Ooh. Okay. With the Epstein list, listen, it's weird, isn't it? It is strange. So with the way that President Trump is acting, and listen, when I zoom out on it, I know that Trump is very good at being 3 steps ahead, that we could look at something and we could go, oh, okay, that makes sense why he did this and this and this and this. I don't know that ruining, going after Tucker. And listen, Marjorie Taylor Greene is nuts, but I think she did the right thing with the Epstein list and demanding that it get released. It was a campaign promise. Mm-hmm. That it was a campaign promise. But to go after like Tucker Carlson, like Tucker of all people, Tucker's been so good to us. And he's been a voice for us for a long time, to the point he risked his career at Fox when he called out the Dominion voting stuff. And now we're going to turn against him because he's questioning this. That was weird to me. So there's definitely something there. Yeah, they called it a hoax. I don't know. There are a lot of connections there. I will say that. But we don't know yet, and we'll wait. I'm waiting to see when it gets released to really do a deep dive into it and see. That's
Brian says some shady stuff going on with money and Turning Point.
I've heard that there was some money being moved around that Charlie didn't know about, and there was an audit that was about to happen. I don't know that they're connected. I would want to hope that they're not connected. But also, Turning Point got too big too quick, so things are going to get missed. I do want to remind people of that. Things are going to get missed. They got too big too quick.
And plus, the shake-up in leadership also shakes that a lot too. Because
yeah, and people are mad at Erica because she's not front and center in the media. She didn't want to be in media. Yeah. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And is she acting weird? Yeah, she's doing some weird stuff, 100%. But also keep in mind, she's been working. She hasn't taken any time off since all of this happened. So she's still working and she's doing stuff. I think she's if it were me, if I was with her, I'd be like, look, you need to take a step back. Like, go take a month off. Go get yourself together. You're losing it. Like, you're doing well considering everything that happened. You're doing very well, but you need to take a step back and and go take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's weird because I know some people that were watching her and saying that she looks fake when she's trying to cry over Charlie and stuff. Like, you don't understand how many times she's being approached per day,
right,
by people talking about Charlie and her dead husband.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to cut her some slack, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think, Jake, that they haven't put a face to it other than her? And I mean, she makes sense because she was Charlie's spouse, but at the same time, she doesn't make sense because she's probably the most emotional of anybody, to where she's probably not the best spokesman to keep the organization moving toward the common goal before Charlie got smoked.
Get more metal in your inbox. The Classic Metal Show is on Substack. Listen or watch for free or subscribe for VIP exclusive content. Find us at cmspn.substack.com.
If I had to guess, it's because they're so I almost wonder if that's like out of sight, out of mind right now, because they have all of these different clubs that were applied for. They have all this money they have to put here and move here, and all these different things. I wonder, because right now they have I believe it's his producers that are doing the show currently.
Yeah.
So they kind of have that voice. Not like it was, but what at AmFest you have Erica Kirk, we have JD Vance and Tucker Carlson all talking. So, and I know JD Vance has done some Turning Point events, and Vivek has also done some Turning Point events. So I don't know. It almost seems like they want to go with the politicians that are running in that area to be the voice. So like I said, Vivek's been going to college campuses in the state of Ohio. Then Vance did some stuff, I think it was around DC, in that area. So it almost seems like they're using it to give the politicians, the candidates, I should say, that they back, a platform to speak, as opposed to what it was with Charlie.
Right on.
Somebody wants to know what your thoughts are on Sydney Sweeney.
There's a good topic.
Oh, listen. She is, yes, just yeah. I mean, that's the thing. No, it's the funniest thing. So, and Seth will probably remember this when I bring it up. I have a type. Everybody knows, like, to the point in the Kennedy campaign, like, people would see. So Bobby would go through a selfie line, and his security would see a blonde, at 30 or under, like between 23 and 30. And they just look at me, and it's, hey, you see, okay, good, go on. And I'm like, okay, relax. Okay. But yeah, no, she is perfection in every way. Yeah, dude, Sydney, cool.
Yeah, she has the right attitude.
Yeah,
She likes to fire a gun too. Fire my gun all over the place.
And I saw on TV she has great genes. So
Yes.
I keep looking to make sure.
All right, I don't want to keep asking you questions, but people are asking. But Jake's view on Nick Fuentes.
I don't know yet.
He's a racist. He's a white supremacist.
Seth, it's a bit.
He's a white supremacist.
No, he's not. He's in love with Candace Owens to the point he sits there and tries to riz her. That means riz her up in the interviews to the point he's like, hey, what your husband's not taking care of, I will. You know who doesn't do that to a black woman? A racist. Did we forget what racism is? Are we just labeling, like, do you understand, like, somebody who's actually racist doesn't even want to be in the same building as somebody who doesn't look like them? It's not racist.
Well, I mean,
but
I beg to differ. Most, a good racist will be able to hide their true feelings when they're sitting there talking to the media, and when they go home, they light crosses and shit on their lawn. And come on,
Light crosses.
When he goes home, he goes and he does his show, and he talks about how he wants to be with Candace Owens. Oh, and by the way, he's not a white supremacist. His last name is Fuentes. Really bad white supremacist last name.
Apparently, Seth takes the DeLorean home every night back to 1955.
What, do you live in Lodi? No, I'm joking. Not like that anymore.
Well, let me ask you this, Jake. I'll bring a question back to your show, to the Jake Underwood Show.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, in today's landscape, 2026, we'll say, it's more than just radio now. If you want to make an impact, it has to be video. It has to be radio. It has to be shorts and, reels and all this other 900 things. Do you have a plan in place to do that? Are you planning to do more multimedia?
So we have 3 cameras set up in the studio now.
Okay.
We're working on the streaming. We're going to get one for Seth. I have a little switcher there in front of me. We were playing with it today. An Opus clip is going to be my best friend for a little bit, and we're going to cut it up and we're going to post it. Ideally, the way in my head it works out is that the radio product is for the 35 and up, and the podcast and the clips are for the 34 and down.
Right.
I think everybody needs to have conversations with everybody. And that's what's so cool about, having Seth on there. Not only are we friends who think differently, but we can talk to each other and not hate each other the next day. And he represents a different side of the political spectrum than I do, but we agree on a lot, and we're going to be able to sit down and talk. And I think Seth and I will have conversations that a lot of people are scared to have with friends. So the fact that we'll get it started for you, that's fine. We'll get the ball rolling. But it just comes down. We got to talk to each other. I watched somebody that I worked with for a little bit get shot in the neck for trying to talk, and that means that people are scared of words, and we cannot let words control the way that we feel.
Yes, this is how the conversations will go. Seth is right. Jake is wrong. Seth is MAGA. Jake is not. And have a great show.
That's not true. That's not true. That's the thing. I am MAGA. I mean, technically, I want to.
I'm more MAGA than you are.
Well, that's fine. You can be MAGA. You could be MAGA all you want, Seth. Look at this guy, Chris. What an incredible guy. Am I right? Wow.
I don't even want to say what I am compared to you two, because geez.
Oh. But what I said today, I think it is. We're starting to see the cracks, and the Democrats are going to do a really good job at trying. They're going to go in there and try to rip it apart. But there is a divide now between America First and MAGA, and it used to be one, and it's not now. And you're going to see Marjorie Taylor Greene when she runs for whatever she runs for next, because that's what politicians do. We're going to see whatever she runs for. She's going to run on the America First platform, not the MAGA platform. So they're going to try to make that divide. We have to get ahead of that. That's what we need to do.
And that divide will splinter the votes.
100%. Yep. And that's
Jake also has a website coming out today or tomorrow, something.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, at some point. I was going to do it tonight, but I'm going to head over to that property tax meeting, take some notes, so I don't get yelled at.
I sent Jake a whole bunch of stuff today, being the producer that I am. I don't know if you got any of it, but I emailed you a whole bunch of stuff.
Did you really?
I did.
Hold on, we're going to check this
Your
because
email sucks.
Your email through.
I don't even think you need emails from Seth, Jake. I heard your first caller of the day. She gave you 33 things to do.
I'll tell you, she
Cheryl.
I did get that. Yeah, no, and that's the thing, man. Like, all right, so this is what I need people to understand. So my job as National Director of Legislation was to talk to this medical freedom group and this medical freedom group that agree on 89% of things, but Group A took a $5 million donation from Group B. So now they hate each other. And my job was to sit there, listen to them, and then work out their differences and get them to work together. And I'd say I probably had an 85% success rate. It was myself, my coworker Jayla, and Shawnee. And we would just sit there on the calls, and I gave them all the same talk, and it worked. And so I'll give the same talk here because it's kind of the same thing. We, as America First and MAGA, we have to start working together and approach this the way they do the military-industrial complex. They don't argue about bombs or bullets. Their goal is war. They are successful because they don't argue over how they get it. They just get it. We need to start doing that here. It starts at the local level. We have to start focusing on bringing our two sides together, focusing on what we agree on, and pushing forward with that. And the more we do that, the easier our agenda will be. If we get candidates that align with us on 50% of what we want, which is better than what we have now, we are going to start being successful because that 50% will turn to 60. If they know that they're going to get votes, they're going to back what we believe in no matter what.
All right. Well, I think we got to let Jake go because he's got to get to this meeting.
Yes.
Did you get my email?
I did. Yeah, no, I see that. Did you see the one from sales?
Yes, about you making more money, and I'm going to
stop it.
And I'm going to hope that you sell a T-shirt with my face on it at some point.
So real quick, that is something I do want to talk about. The way that we're going to raise money for some local causes. We're going to have different collections. So like right now, what we're going to look at the churches that are not just taking money and pocketing it. So for instance, the church I go to, it's out in Niles, Ohio. They're missions based and they send money all over the world to build churches, to help kids out. That's their focus. And not only I give them credit because they put out a quarterly report telling you how they spend the money, which a lot of churches don't do. I'd like to see Joel Osteen do that. But what we're doing is we're going to sell shirts for different collections, and that money is going to go to those causes. So we need to make Seth Williams a shirt, and then the money from that shirt will go into his pocket. I'm right. Tide raises all ships, man. I'm all about it. Let's prop up everything that we can. That's where I'm at.
So get ready to record a drug mart tomorrow morning.
All right. Can I do it like Bill? Hey everybody, Bill Wills here. You need to stop somewhere on your way home. You might want to go to Discount Drug Mart. No, they do save you the run around.
I got some great creams over here.
I was going home the other day and I realized, my remote control stopped working. I had to stop, get some batteries on the way home, and so having to drive past the Discount Drug Mart.
All right, take some notes and get us a guest for tomorrow.
All right, yeah, I'll try.
All right, thanks for coming on, Jake, and looking forward to working with you and everybody again. A new host of the Jake Underwood Show, weekdays 9 to noon on WHK 1420. Listen to it, check it out, it's good stuff. So thanks, Jake.
Thanks, Jake.
You guys, thank you.
See you bright and early.
Oh yeah.
Later.
Follow the chaos. The Classic Metal Show is live on X. Stream all the episodes for free, watch the show live every Saturday night, or just get there and find out what is going on with the Classic Metal Show. Get your metal feed, x.com/CMS Rocks.
Dude, he's a good guy, man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he definitely is. No, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good thing for you guys. I like that he's going to focus on local stuff instead of just national stuff, because I think everybody gets lost in the national haze.
Oh, yeah.
When you just talk about national shit, you just talk about talking points. Well, the Somalis in Minnesota. Tim Walz doesn't want to be called a retard.
Here's the deal.
Now you're off talking about other shit that doesn't mean nothing.
Here's the problem with a lot of radio people.
Mm-hmm.
They think that they're going to change the world, dude.
Sure.
Whether it's people in afternoon on talk, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not going to save the country being a talk show host for 3 hours in Cleveland, Ohio.
No.
But you are you can change minds of people in the area, but you also got to talk local stuff. You got to have some local flair to make it at least somewhat interesting to the people that live here.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Bob was good at that too, but I mean, I think Jake's going to be really good at that. And sometimes people just want to be entertained too.
Yeah, well,
which I think Jake is going to be good at.
Here's the thing, and you don't need to say this, but I'm thinking this, and I'm sure a lot of people are thinking this. People are choosing sides. They're either the Bob side or the not Bob side, because they don't really know Jake yet. So it's either the Team Bob or Team Not Bob right now. But everybody has to give it more than 30 seconds before you can choose to be Team Jake or Team Bob. You got to at least hear what the man has to say.
And I will say this. This morning I was convinced that every call that I took was going to be, screw you guys.
Sure.
And you guys suck and everything else. And it wasn't like that even a little bit. Even some of the regular callers from 2 weeks ago were calling in and being part of the discussion. And some people who actually said, I will never listen to this station again. I said, well, I'm on it. You can't listen to it still. And I'm never listening to the station again. This morning, I got messages from like 4 of them that said that and said, actually, it's not that bad of a show. It's like, come on, man.
Expect it to be terrible?
Give it a shot. And, dude, do I expect it to be perfect from day one? No. Is it going to get better? Of course it will.
Yeah, I would imagine tomorrow's going to be better than today, because today spent half of the show explaining who Jake is. Tomorrow will be the day where you can really just dig in and get into stuff, which would be good.
It's new, and anything new is scary.
Yeah, of course.
And so, it is something that you gotta just kind of hang in there and get into it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Didn't I tell you that last week that all the fucking chatter would be done in 2 weeks?
It basically is.
That's it. And
People said they were planning protests. There was nobody out there. I mean, come on.
There weren't people with signs today. We miss Bob. We miss Bob.
No, I miss Bob. I mean, I don't. Here's the problem, dude. Is that like you said, there is a faction of people that just are angry, and I get it. You can be angry. Some of them are my friends, though. Quit being fucking angry. Nobody did anything to you.
Yeah.
Nobody went out and said, I'm going to piss off this guy.
Yeah.
Like, it was a company corporate decision. Nothing to do with anybody in my building that I work in. Nothing to do with anybody on the show. Nothing to do with anything other than between whoever and Bob. Has nothing to do with us. And if you want to cancel your advertising like some douchebags that I know who claim to be my friend and then they're canceling their advertising, screw you.
There's more out there.
You're not a friend. What you're doing is you're hurting the people that work in the building, and you're hurting the people that you claim are your friends. You think corporate cares about the? I almost said the name, and I should, because what do I care? You think corporate cares about your fucking $500 you spend on your little advertising for a month or two? No. You're going to go around telling everybody else to cancel their advertising. Well, you know what? That's a piece of shit move by a piece of shit person.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the other thing too is, people probably don't want to hear this, but I'll say it anyway. You're kind of fighting with people that have the same ideas as you.
Yes.
It's not like Jake is like Alan Combs, coming in all hardcore lefty. And, if Jake came in with a nose ring and a face tattoo and a neck tattoo and purple hair, and he was like, I want your kids to learn how to fuck when they're in third grade, or whatever the left-leaning bullshit is today. Well, then you might have a real issue. But Jake's on the same team as Bob.
Yeah.
As far as the political movement. In fact, he's probably, I dare say, higher up in the movement just because he's more integrated to the actual political piece of it than Bob. Bob was an overseer where Jake was an actual guy, that was involved. So,
and Bob is very involved. He's very involved in a lot of stuff. But again, to go out there and attack the radio station or to attack the people that are working there, I mean, it's not really fair. It's not fair to do. I wouldn't go to your place of business and start attacking you because something in your corporation did, but you had nothing to do with.
Yeah.
And why? Why take money away from us who are just doing our jobs? Who did nothing wrong? Yeah, you're doing it just to spite who? Who are you hurting? Nobody's being hurt by your money other than us.
And I'm
corporate
sure
is not going to sit there and go, "Oh man, that guy canceled his advertising. Now this Salem is done for." No. But look, what is going to happen is the people that are trying to make money at the radio station are going to have a difficult time.
And I'm sure there are some people that will just follow Bob over to Rumble or radio or whatever he's going to do next. And that's fine. That's fine. If they're that loyal to Bob,
it.
We wish we had people that loyal to us over here at the Seth Williams Show. But there's gonna be people the same that are gonna advertise on the Jake Underwood Show that never advertised with Bob.
And again, Cody, thank you for being that loyal individual.
That's right. But yeah, you see what I'm saying, though, right? I mean, it's everybody always talks shit when it's fresh, and then 2 weeks later, it's just the way it is.
I'm not a crappy enough person to sit here and actually name names of people that were canceling advertising. Who the hell does that? Especially because nobody paid attention to your advertising to begin with.
Well, I'll do it. Fucking Top Golf, you sons of bitches. No.
Not Top Golf. Top Golf, I wish would advertise. I wish they had a booth for handicapped people. Do they have a booth for handicapped people at Top Golf? They should, for amputees. I want stuff free now.
You should get a cart to roll you up to the tee.
Yes. Well, I like Jake, though, and I think so far, so good. We'll see what happens next.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. I think it's gonna do good.
Like,
Again,
you have more work to do,
I like
though.
Bob too. I have no issue. As you know, I've been trying to help Bob get himself going, outside of this. So I have no bad blood with Bob at all.
No, either way.
And, I think there's plenty of room for both to exist. Plenty of
There's a woman who used to advertise here, doesn't anymore, but nobody does. And she's having a party on Sunday.
Okay.
She rented out an entire movie theater, dude,
Okay.
for her staff and for company, and
Sure.
asking people to go out, some friends and stuff, to go out and watch like a Christmas movie together and hang out. And
Right.
she asked me and my family, of course, to go because we're friends. And I said, okay, whatever. And I'll probably fall asleep because I'm not a movie guy. And then she also has Bob and his wife to go.
Okay.
And I said, is that going to be awkward? Because I don't know if Bob likes me anymore. I think he does. I'm assuming he does. But I'm paranoid all the time about everything. But I don't want any kind of like weird stuff. I mean, I'm assuming I'm still friends. I think we are.
There's not going to be any weird stuff. You absolutely go to that and make sure that there's not weird stuff.
But I feel like I'm in the middle of something that I didn't create.
You're not in the middle. If you're in the middle, it's because somebody else is putting you there. You are, in essence, you are a board op / producer for Salem Communications. That's your job. That was your job 2 weeks ago. That is your job 2 weeks from now. You're not in the middle of anything. You had nothing to do with any of this shit. If Bob had not been let go, guess what? You and Bob would have done a show today. You would have been doing a show tomorrow.
Private equity has bought Top Golf, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Private equity, really? I've never been to Top Golf.
I went there once just to check it out, and I didn't actually golf or anything.
Yeah.
It's very cool, though. I mean, it's something else.
I had free passes to go to it, and I gave them to John Drake because he likes to golf. In typical me fashion, oh, yeah, I'll be there. Oh, I'm not going. You go.
You and I have a lot more in common than you realize, my friend.
I do it all the time.
Dude, I always make the thing that I do is I like to make plans, and then I don't want to go when the plans actually it's time to do them.
I never.
And so then I try to back out as much as I possibly can.
Dude, I don't want to do anything that I'm supposed to do. Anything. Dude, it gets for doing this show. I have a ball doing this show. I have a ball doing Chris Aiken Presents. Every single time it gets to be about 30 minutes before, I'm like, oh man, how can I get out of doing this shit?
You and me both, dude. And then
I
was
get
sitting
there,
there,
I'm fine.
like there was one day I was like, oh my God, I hope Chris calls and cancels the show today. Because I didn't want to be the one to do it. But I was just tired and have one of those days. But then when I get on the show, I'm happy that I'm doing it. And it goes quick.
When it's like, dude, and I'll share this, and Jim's in the chat room, and he is the one that calls me out on it. The last 2 weeks, I've kind of, like when Neely and I do the show, we tend to do 5 segments. It's 5 segments. They're about 45, 50 minutes long with music in between. But sometimes on the last segment, we'll just go and we'll go till like 2:30, 2:40, and then we'll call it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't take that last 20 minutes of music break. So we just roll through it. And they get the same amount during the week. They get the same amount of show during the week.
Right.
Last 2 weeks, my back has just been, I've been having a lot of problems with my back from sitting in front of this fucking ring light nonstop. And so the last 2 weeks I wanted to get done. Both times I was here and just, why are you cutting out early? I'm like, I'm not cutting out early. Why don't you measure the show, dickhead? And I'm like, why don't you who can lay down on a couch and chill and, take a walk around, where I have to stay in here for 6 fucking hours.
Right.
It's hard.
All right. So speaking of, we haven't taken a break in an hour, and we had Jake on. Thank you for Jake joining us. We have Tony Masaccio coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
15 minutes. So let's take 3 of that.
All right.
And talk about the event that we have coming up. Today's the 8th.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, we have a great event coming up, and we need some people to sign up for the damn event.
Let's go, people. watch
So
this.
Dave Landau is going to be in town, and so listen to it, follow the directions, sign up, so we can have a great time. And
Get a
we'll
free
be back in about
lunch,
3
free
minutes.
dessert.
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
So we'll be back in a couple.
All right, here we go.
Hang on.
I had this one class called Humanities. I walked in, I'm gonna draw a dick on the chalkboard. So I drew a dick. Sat down. Teacher comes in and just goes, ugh, erases it. Next day I come in, she's not there yet. So I draw another dick. She erases it again. Every day I show up and I draw a new dick. I start hiding dick. Like I put a dick under the eraser so when she erases this dick, she's got to scramble to get rid of this dick. Just dicks everywhere. Thousands all over the classroom. Dicks everywhere. One day she comes into class. This has been months. There's an overhead projector set up. And she breathes this audible sigh of relief. There is no dick. Then she turns around and pulls down the screen. Permanent marker dick. Staircase vein, curly Q pubes. Shooting into a basketball net that's dripping. And it says, go team, but I crossed out team and wrote cream. Even though it was I that wrote team. She goes, who is doing this? Who is haunting me with penises? Which one of you are the penis master? Stand up, penis master. Show yourself, penis master. Where are you, penis master? Who is the penis master? Where is the penis master? I feel so bad because she's crying. I stand up, I'm like, I am the penis master. She goes, all hail the penis master. She goes, come down to the principal's office with me right now. So we go into his office. She goes, tell him. Tell him who you are. I'm the penis master? He goes, that's great, Dave. He finds out what I did. He writes on a suspension slip, Dave is suspended for a week for drawing male genitalia all over his teacher's classroom. He goes, take this home, have your mom sign it, come back in a week. I was like, all right, no school for a week? Sweet. So I came back a week later and I handed him the suspension slip and he immediately suspended me again because I did not have my mom sign it. I drew a dick.
Get ready for a live podcast event you won't want to miss. The Seth Williams Show is going live and in person on Friday, December 19th, and they're bringing a comedy heavyweight, famed comedian Dave Landau. You know him from his hit show Normal World on Blaze TV, Kill Tony, The Joe Rogan Experience, and more. This is your chance to see him up close. And we're talking full treatment. Enjoy a free lunch provided by Smoke and Rock and Roll, plus dessert courtesy of Randy Trask's no-bake cookies. Mark your calendar, Friday, December 19th during the day. Remember, this is an invite-only event, so you must be available. To secure your spot and receive your personal invite, send an email right now to SethWilliamsShow@gmail.com.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Sign up.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I was actually emailing with Mr. Landau the past few days.
He's fun, man. He's a good dude.
Seems to be very nice.
Yeah,
Very
he
nice
is.
guy.
He's a very please thank you guy, which you wouldn't expect. But he is
Well, I
very
expected-
please thank you. I wouldn't. I expect him to be the penis master, not the not hey, thanks for that help. I appreciate it.
Yes, I get it.
Yeah, Dave's a good dude. He's been a good friend for me for quite a few years. That's what's crazy. I think it's 7 or 8 years I've known Dave now.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because he was actually on some of these stops that Kennedy RFK did over the campaign trail,
Okay.
and Jake was actually there doing Trump impressions, and Landau told him, "You got to get on stage with this, man. That's funny stuff."
Well, maybe Dave could drag him up on stage on the 19th.
Yeah.
Craving the ultimate treat without the hassle? Introducing Randy Trask no-bake cookies, the best gourmet no-bakes on the market today. Perfect for parties, events, work vibes, or just pure cookie bliss. Indulge in our peanut butter no-bake cookies or the irresistible chocolate peanut butter fumblers. Local delivery is available in the Ashtabula, Ohio area. Or visit www.rtnobakecookies.com and order your cookies today from Randy Trask's No Bake Cookies.
You know, Jake came out to our last one. Maybe he'll come out to this
He
one.
said he was. He said he was going
Is
to
he
come
gonna
out.
All right, good.
Check this one out. So I go to the bathroom, I come back here, and all I see is stuff talking about blowjobs and massages. What the hell is going on?
Somebody asked me if I got a certain kind of massage in Korea, and I've not heard of it. A Nuru massage.
I don't know. Is that what that like sticky gooey substance that they pull it all over you and the bodies rub together?
I don't know what it is. I haven't looked.
Look it up. I believe that's what it is. It was like this sticky, gooey, whatever, and they rub their naked bodies up against you.
Nuru massage is a form of erotic full body massage that originated in Japan. It is characterized by the use of water-soluble, slippery gel that allows extensive skin-to-skin contact.
Yes.
The giver glides their body over the receiver's body to receive a sensual experience.
You know what's fucked up is I can't tell you who the senator is from 2 states next to us, but I can tell you what a fucking Nuru massage is. That's my life.
It's like a full-body motorboat.
Yeah, this is why my life fails, because Jake went on tour with Kennedy and I was studying Nuru massages.
Yeah, you were like, let's lather up those nipples, honey. Let's get to it.
But I never wanted to do one because the girl would have way too much body mass to cover on me with all that slop that they put on.
And you don't want to get on top of them. Be afraid of falling.
Yeah, I'd slip right off and hit the ground.
Crush them. Or just crush them.
Yeah, it's not going to be any good for her or me in that situation. Slippery is not good for me.
Yeah. Be about as sensual as one of them people jumping off the Trade Center.
Yeah, I'm just going to look like a beached whale that just fell out and just water all over it and laying it.
Just splat.
All right, the 9/11 joke is a little much, dude.
Is it?
Come on.
Is it too soon?
I think forever it's too soon to hear bodies splat.
All right, should I keep it more topical?
Okay.
It's like getting hit in the head with a missile on the in 1941. Is that better?
No, it's terrible.
Is that not good? It's like a Japanese guy running their plane into your house.
All right, dude. Why
is that too much?
At least go for like us bombing them.
Well, I was going for the kamikaze.
Well, I don't want that. That's killing us.
Wasn't yesterday the day?
Yeah.
A day that'll live in infamy?
Yes.
Although dude, I don't remember hearing one thing about it yesterday.
There wasn't a whole lot. I mean, I saw some videos like on Facebook Reels and stuff, but it wasn't what it should be. And it really makes me kind of sad. I mean, there's a couple things I really respect in this world, and that's cops.
Sure.
I know there's bad cops out there and you hear about them all the time, but you don't hear about all the good ones that are out there. And they really do a good job to keep us safe and to protect people. And they are there for a reason, whether you like them or not. But the one thing that I can't respect them any more than I do are soldiers.
Sure.
Especially those back in World War I, World War II days, and guys that volunteered to fight,
to die.
And Vietnam, everybody, all those guys, you volunteer to die.
Yeah.
If that's what it takes for your country to survive, that's what you're willing to do. And to me, there is no more of a man than that.
Dude, for the entire time I was in the military, I always thought about being on those boats hitting Normandy and knowing that especially the closer to the front you were of the boat, knowing that you were just a bullet catcher for the people in the back to get up to the fucking cliff to climb it.
Yeah, and then you see some of these videos of that and these men that are now old sitting there on the beach and just looking at it, and
Yeah.
you see the I don't know what you can call them, but the stuff that were carved into the mountains for the gunners to sit in,
the murals or whatever. Sure.
And I mean, you just sit there and go, "This was real. It's not a movie. These men died, and we're should be thankful every day for those people."
Dude, I don't know.
And same thing with Vietnam and everybody. I mean, people have their own opinions on Vietnam, but anybody that goes with a gun to another country, or in this country, and stands up and is willing to fight for it. I mean, football players think they're men. They are no men compared to those.
Dude, there's something about, and I can't even explain it, because I could tell you, I was the least oorah soldier you're ever going to meet. Like, I just wasn't that guy. Right. I wasn't the guy that was like, yeah, let's get out there on another 20-mile road march. Let's train. Let's shoot. Let's, when we went to Qatar in 90, what would that have been, 91 or 92, whatever year that was.
Right.
Whenever it was we went. I was working in the unit I was working in was called Light Fighter Cadre. We used to teach, we taught a pre-Ranger course, it was kind of like Ranger school, but it wasn't as long, but it was to get people ready to go to Ranger school. Okay. It was a training thing, and we taught air assault, rappelling out of helicopters and shit, and we used to have to climb up and rappel off the damn wall, every single week. And I was afraid of heights, so it scared me to fucking death. But when we went to Qatar, all those guys that worked in the unit, they were all airborne Ranger, oorah guys. And I was too, but I wasn't an oorah guy. I was just you guys could go and I could stay back here to keep things good here, I don't want to get shot for this thing. I don't even know. And to be honest, I didn't even know why we were fighting. I had no idea why we were fighting. It just wasn't part of my world. And a lot of those guys went, and then I had to go for a few weeks, and, it sucked, and I hated it. But I went, and I would have died. I would have died to go. Once I was there, I would have, if I would have been asked to run out into the desert, and they would have been spraying bullets or whatever, I'd have absolutely run right into it. Because that's what you do. When you're in the military, you turn off your brain kind of, and you just kind of, you do what you're told, and you do it under the guise of it's going to help make the country better, or it's going to make this battle better, or whatever. It's a different mindset.
But I think it truly does. I think, just think where we'd be without that kind of mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand how. It's the weirdest damn thing, because I don't think most people. I'm just going to say this. Vets, if you hear this and you're pissed off, so be it. I don't think most people join the military because they give two fucks about the country. I just don't believe that. I didn't. I'll tell you that now. I didn't. I joined up 100% because I just wanted to get out of Ohio. That was it. I just wanted to get out from under my mom and dad and get out from Ohio. And that's what I did, is I left.
All right, do you think that those guys in World War II had that kind of mindset for the most part?
I think it was a little different then. I mean, everything was about patriotism at that point. So if the country was in peril, everybody signed up to do their part for the cause. But by the time I went in the mid 80s, there was no war or nothing going on at that point. There was nothing going on.
Right.
So, for me, it was the biggest decision I had was, did I want the GI Bill or not? That was the closest to a altering decision that I made was, do I sign up for the GI Bill or do I keep my money for this year? And I kept the money. I didn't even take the GI Bill, but that's because I'm dumb. But who's not dumb? Tony Masaccio.
Tony Masaccio.
That's a wonderful segue. I love you, Chris.
Hey, Tony. Good to see you.
Very good to see you. And I'm not dumb. Actually, when I was 18, I went to Kent State for broadcasting. Oh, wait. That was dumb.
You're telling me. Come on, Tony. Where you been? The rumor was you got stuck inside of a food truck and it crashed somewhere in the woods or something, and we couldn't find you till now.
I love it. You know, I've been a little crazy busy. I bought another window cleaning business. I'm going to be 65 at the end of this month. I bought another company. Chris, you have a business. I got to have my head examined, right?
Yes, especially in this economy. What are you, nuts?
And you know what? Luckily, it came with an employee, but it's like, what was I thinking?
Headbangers, show your allegiance to the Classic Metal Show. Score the latest killer gear and apparel. Find your next metal shirt now at https://classicmetalshow.creator-spring.com. So classicmetalshow.creator-spring.com, that dash being like a minus. Shop and support the show now.
But you know what? I look at it this way. Kenny King started because he didn't have enough money to live on his Social Security. That's how that company started. It's a great story.
Sure.
I got plenty of money, but I don't have brains. Again, I went to Kent State.
So did my dad.
Can't read, can't write. No, you know what? I'm going to be back with you guys. I appreciate you. I've just, my radio show's been doing well. Business is good. And I just had a grandson.
Oh, look at you.
Fantastic.
Yes. So
You got to tell Chris the name of your grandson and let him guess what religion he is.
Ezra Goldberg.
Oh, geez, I don't know. Is he? Is that Catholicism? I can't tell.
Might be Muslim.
Is that Islamic?
Congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Thank you. With a name like that, this kid's going to be like a movie producer or a doctor.
Or an accountant or a lawyer.
Yeah.
He's not going to be banging nails, that's for sure.
No.
Probably never hold a hammer.
Yes. He's not taking over the window cleaning business, and his father is a doctor. My daughter is married to a doctor, so there you go.
I miss the boat being a woman. I could have married somebody with money.
I know. And my daughter has money. She's a doctor. So
Look at that.
They just bought a $500,000 home in Columbus, and they're 34 and 33. Not bad, huh?
No, that's the way to do it.
It is the way to. But guess what? No, I give them credit. Again, they went through school. They knew what they wanted to do in life. And it's so funny. I was just on the air last night on the Art McCoy show talking about, affordability. This whole thing about affordability where, guess what? In America, we have actually spent beyond our means.
Oh, yeah.
And that is one term of affordability, number one. Number two is, again, most people that they never figured it out in life. You know what I mean? That they just never brought in an income. Fast forward, you become 30, 40 years old. You don't have a house. You don't have anything. You got a problem. And you can't afford anything. So there's your affordability. You know what I mean, guys? You got the whole point of this though is you got to work.
Well, yeah.
It's real simple. I mean, it's like you were talking about being in a war. Being in the army, Chris. It's like my dad was in World War II, and at 18 years old, he was going whether he liked it or not.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious, Tony, with your dad. Did he, when he came home, or even while you were being raised, did he talk about it or no?
Never.
That's everybody I know that's gone. Like even my friends, because I didn't go for long. I was there 3 weeks. I was over in Qatar for 3 weeks during Desert Storm, or whatever it was. The first one, Desert One.
Yes.
But
was that 92?
91 or 2, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But I was only there 3 weeks, and my friends that are military people, they get all over me because I talk about it kind of openly. And I talk about it openly because nothing happened. I saw some Scuds and some Patriots over my head. It's kind of what I saw. I didn't really have much else.
Well, my dad's an interesting story. He was 18, and again, my dad was sharp. My dad was he was a freelance writer, he always, did writing. He was great in English. And so you took a test when, you take an aptitude test when you go in the military forces, whether it be Army, Navy, Air Force. So my dad scored high enough in the test. So the joke was, do you want a typewriter or a machine gun? My dad took the typewriter and he traveled throughout all of Europe. Wow. The unfortunate part, though, he was there the entire 5 years of the Army, of the war, because he was in every country. And my dad, and he saw some shit. I mean, there's no two ways about it. And he never, here's the crazy part about it. Here's my dad, he goes to the Army. He never even picked up a gun. My dad never shot a gun.
Wow. There
Is that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Where are you at, Tony?
Tony.
Guys,
Hello,
you got
Tony.
me?
Yeah. Hello.
I think we lost Tony.
It looks like somebody was trying to call him or something.
Yeah, do you got me?
We
Hello.
hear you.
Okay. Yeah, someone tried to call in. So
Where are you at?
I'm actually at my house.
Oh,
So
it's like a playroom or something.
no, it's actually this was just a piece of
Okay, there's
background here. Isn't that kind of cool?
It is cool.
My son painted that.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So cool. Anyways, it's like kind of a crazy story, and most people that went through World War II, and those were the men. I mean, now those were the guys that,
Brian goes, classic
guys,
Tony.
you got me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Do you got us? Nope. Well, Tony, it's good to see you got your internet back.
Somebody just keeps trying to call him.
Who's trying to call you?
The feds took him out, somebody said.
You got me?
We hear
Yes.
you, Tony.
Sorry. I
right.
shut it off. Somebody it's still coming through on my phone.
You're
Anyway,
just a popular guy.
yeah. So again, I'm still on the field talking about restaurants every Saturday. Yeah, I was at LA Pete's last Saturday.
Okay.
You know it well, Seth.
I do. Good place.
Great breakfast, great lunch. Saturday and Sunday, they're open from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. I'm sorry, till 1:30 on Saturday and Sunday, 3 p.m. on weekdays. And all they have is breakfast. They have these deep dish breakfasts. It comes with bacon, eggs, veggies, meats, you name it. Toast for only $10.49. So I was talking
You got to go to
about-
Goldie's one day, Tony.
Yes. So I was talking about this, and Caddy Corner is, of course, McDonald's in Independence. So that same product that you're getting, that menu that you get in the afternoon or the morning at LA Pete's, is $12 at McDonald's, the same items. But the unfortunate part is they haven't had real meat in their product since 1962. They don't know what a cow looks like.
Hey, Tony, real quick. Since we're talking about restaurants and bars and stuff, what do you make of Rum Runners and Inferno closing?
Guess what? That's a tough situation and a tough subject for me because they were two of my margarita customers. And I had seen them slowly decline, Chris, over the years of 3, 4, 5 years that I've been dealing with them, that they were buying less and less and less of products. So I knew it was just the writing on the wall. Again, it's an expensive venture down in the flats. There's, the parking's a situation. Obviously, the shootings don't help.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be in real trouble when the Browns do move.
Absolutely. And you know what? And the cold doesn't help it either. I mean,
True.
Seth, you worked in the flats,
Yeah.
many, many years ago, and people, they just don't go to the water, which is kind of
No.
now you got Shooters is opening up, and MJ Kelly is Machine Gun Kelly is part of that. where they're putting a ton of money into it. They should have already been open. I had a few friends that were actually hired to work there, ready to go, and they held it off for some reason. But they're still paying rent and they're still building it out because my neighbor is actually the CFO for that whole west side of the bank. So we'll see what happens. But the subject of the Browns is it's going to be a tough one downtown. And it's done now. What do you do?
Okay, seriously, do you think it's really that big? We're talking 8 games.
Well, you know what?
8 Sundays.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Seth. And you know what? You got to look at, they were gone. 1999, they were gone for 3 years. Downtown still survived.
I mean, if you can come up with a promotion or something that you can do for 8 games a year, then you're not doing something right. I mean, there's still going to be people that maybe can't afford to go to the new stadium, and they have to go somewhere to watch the games.
Yes,
go downtown,
right.
Make it a Browns area downtown to just go down there and be part of it.
Yeah, you know what? And they already have that on West 6. Just keep it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do that tailgating. And the people that are in the Browns stadium anyways, once they leave there, they're not going to the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're so sad they're crying. They should be going to the bar. But, yeah, that's great. That's a great point, Seth. I agree with you.
I mean, if the mayor had any kind of brains at all, there's an area down there that all these bars are at. You rope them off. You put up signs. You make it a Browns central location party zone for where the stadium used to be, and people will go down for it. It'll be a blast to go down. It'll be a lot cheaper than going to the stadium.
Here's another thing, which is a great thought. Obviously, that municipal stadium is going to have to come down. You can make something right there.
Yes.
If someone was smart, they can turn it into a Browns backers, whatever.
Zone. Yeah. You can have all kind of cool stuff there.
That'll go, and then eventually the planes will go. They'll just go right. The planes are just going to go right into the lake. It'll look like World War II.
Funny.
It's nice to be back, guys.
It's good to have you, Tone.
We'll do this again. You're just going to call me every Monday, and we'll make this happen.
Sounds good. We appreciate your time today. So thank you.
So real quick, let me just leave with this. So obviously the holidays are occurring, and everyone is obviously looking at their weight. Not us.
Right.
But anyways, they always have these New Year's resolutions. Well, this is true. You know me, I always love to read. So I saw this prototype where these researchers are making leggings. It's true. To actually tell you when to stop exercising when you're at a gym or when you're at home exercising. Well, I got to tell you, I got pants in my closet that are telling me to start exercising. I'll see you guys.
Thanks, Tony.
Bye, Tony.
Love you. Have a happy holiday. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Tony.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye.
There goes Tony.
Love Tony. Everybody knows Tony.
Yeah, everybody
Tony
knows
Masaccio.
Tony, and Tony's back. I love it.
And that's going to put a wrap on the show for us.
Boy, that was quick.
It did go quick. Thanks to Jake Underwood for joining us. Who will talk to you with myself tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. on WHK 1420.
That's right. On the
Tony Masaccio will be around somewhere. He has stickers literally everywhere in my neighborhood, like on every restaurant door and gas station door. There's a
That's
picture
how
of Tony
everybody knows
Masaccio.
Tony,
Yes.
because they see a sticker everywhere.
Have a great rest of your night. A good Tuesday. We'll talk to you, God willing, on Wednesday. Don't forget to sign up for Dave Landau, too. And that's it, Chris, man. Thank you.
See you, folks.
Later.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Trip, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown, prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.